What's up, guys? Back again with another banger, Alaskan Rants. And we're just a couple uneducated, unsophisticated guys getting together and having a conversation. Today, I'm with my guy KJ. What's up, my man? And we will be discussing what we're about here at Alaskan Rants. So, what are we about? Well, on the outside, we're trying to bring back dinner table talk, news, politics, and religion. Why is that important? It's important because nobody wants to have those types of conversations. And when we stop talking, bad things happen. On the other side of that coin, Alaskan Rants is about trying to help Gen Z out in as many ways as possible. One, informing them on really important topics, which school fails to do. A big one is money, how to learn monetizable skills. And if you have multiple stackable monetizable skills, you can go out and earn multiple incomes, multiple paychecks. So when you get attacked, you'll have money coming in from every angle to defend you. And by attacked, I mean all these bills and taxes the government's trying to throw at us. So with that being said, what do you think of Alaskan Rants, man? I'm sure you've seen a couple of our shows, or you're just on the show. So Marcus keyed you in. What are your thoughts?
Alaska Rants. The idea, the purpose, it's all great on my end for my age group, my peers, the people who are going along the same journey that I'm going with, because I don't know too much about my own state.
Right.
I've been here all my life, man.
Right,
And I don't break down our government. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, right. And
tell you.
I'm right there with you, man. And I'm still learning, and you're still learning. All of our peers are still learning. But at the end of the day, we don't know shit. And I think we have our school district to thank for that. But on that note, how do you think school has served you, man? Do you think you walked out with a good education on your shoulders, or do you feel that school could have done a little bit better for you, for setting you up for success?
Although it could be better, it could have been better. School, it gave me the bright ideas on things, correct?
Right,
It's supposed to pave the way, set you up.
Right.
It's the whole thought process on what school is. Your education gets you comfortable in the uncomfortable. And they do very well with that.
Right.
But where's the comfortability in us progressing in our learning, rather than 1+1 and all of that sort?
Literally.
Simple.
Because let's be honest, who's using algebra to get rich?
Man, I can't. I have opposite on that thought process on the education level, because it's good for, it was good for me.
Okay.
It was good for me.
I see.
I indulged in the mentorships and stuff of that sort into school, because I was completely lazy, because
Yep.
I had no motivation
Yep.
from any of my teachers until my 11th grade year. I stayed with a 1.2 GPA, not proud of it. 9th, 10th grade year, wasn't working for nothing. I didn't even have a job, and my mom was pissed.
Oh, I bet.
I had gotten a perfect attendance award and had straight Fs. I even had a letter I in science.
Letter I.
Bro, they gave me an incomplete.
An incomplete. Whole class incomplete.
Whole class. But let me tell you this. I met a guy in JRTC. Really good guy. His whole thought process was sort of like what is going on now. And he was really informing me. Life is hard. He gave me a warrior cry. We when the whole COVID situation was happening and we were working from school, working at home with school and all of that sort, I was really feeling like left out, because I'm used to trying to talk to somebody or
Oh,
something of
yup.
that sort.
Socializing.
You have to stay locked in. And when I was locked in, the teacher started noticing this kid's not dumb. And then I wasn't noticing what my grades were. And like I was blind to it because my mom then had me up.
Right.
I had myself up as well because I started getting that motivation when I started seeing my grades progress.
Yeah.
And I started realizing I'm not dumb. I'm not this. I'm not that.
Yeah,
and I
man.
started indulging in the books on my own and
Heck
things
yeah.
of the sort. But I had that peer, not the peer, the mentor in my head, Major Erskine is his name, name dropping.
Yep.
And he really, really helped me a lot. I can do it. I will do it. What are the words that got me through a lot and still to this day?
Hell yeah, man.
Uh,
That's awesome. So I guess what I learned from that is you can't succeed unless you believe in yourself. So in the beginning, you didn't believe in yourself. You talked to this guy. He made you believe in yourself. You saw your grades, and you were like, you know what? I got to keep pursuing this. You started believing in yourself, and you pushed through it. Am I wrong? Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, but it started with someone. So it's not ASD itself. I feel like it can be the upper class, like the is it a CEO is what you call them, the administrative positions higher,
Yeah, upper management.
upper
Yeah.
management.
Like administrators and superintendents and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I feel like it would all start there completely from the very jump is where that needs to change. Because in classroom materials, the teachers try, in my opinion, here in Alaska.
Yeah.
Because they know the outside world is crazy here. We get all those people that want to relax and enjoy themselves after their crimes.
Yeah,
We're
right.
dealing with that type of people, their children, their offspring, and we have to live with them. So I'm really
Facts. That's facts.
I really am. I'm really trying to not to coexist in a sense, because we work so much nowadays after the school, after school, all it is work. Like you said, algebra and all of that. Who's really using it? That's why it irks me because sometimes it comes into play where you need those skill sets.
Right.
Like window washing. I do window washing.
Okay.
Now, you have to know rope sizes. You have to know your weight scales. You have to put that down.
Right.
And you have to
Calculate that out. Make sure you got the right measurements.
And the biggest thing is solving. Before we even start touching a window, we have to prep.
Interesting.
That's like solving a problem, correct?
Yeah.
It's the way you interpret.
Right. Interesting. So you would say that, some skills you use out of school would actually be implemented into real life.
Yeah, but it's not,
Like,
not a lot. You gotta.
would you what do you think is the proportion of skills you learned in school versus the skills you learned in school that will actually be valuable and you will use? Like, would you think it's like a 80% of skills you will not use, or do you think it's a 20% skills you will not use?
30-70.
30-70?
30-70.
Okay, in which direction?
The direction 70 won't be used.
70% of skills won't be used.
Yeah.
I agree.
But that 30% is what skills you could also learn at home.
Okay. Yep.
I don't know about you, but I learned 1+1 before I went to kindergarten.
Hey man, I didn't actually go into public school until I was in 5th grade. Yeah.
5th grade?
I mean, I was homeschooled.
That's
I was homeschooled.
it's a bit different.
Yeah, it is different. My mom didn't want me to go into public school because she knew of the stuff that we're preaching, which I didn't know until I was older. I was like, damn, Mom, you were trying to save me. And my dad was like, nah, put him into public school, because, he's always working and whatnot.
So that goes
But
into
my mom, she was like, no, I don't want my kids in public school. I know what goes on there.
that uncomfortability.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, like, man, it was bittersweet because when I did get into public school, I didn't have the social skills as all my kids, or all, not all my kids, all the other kids in class. You know what I mean?
Peers, yeah.
Exactly. And so when I jumped in, I was just super socially awkward. I didn't know how to communicate properly. I was like doing weird shit to get attention, you know? Like I didn't know how to act around because I had never been around a large group of kids my age until I, actually went into public school.
It's not like the movies.
Yeah, no, it is not, bro. Oh, that's crazy.
Man, it's literally breaking. It's like the way it was set up is you would find it's not like I'm gonna go a little to that part. It's not like
Oh,
the
no
movies.
worries.
So you know how it's break down. When I was East High School, it's literally broke down. When I first went there, my 9th grade year, it was goth. It was athletes, tables, and all of that.
Yeah,
sort.
literally.
But literally towards my 11th grade year, the diversity, it just clashed, bro.
No, yeah,
And
literally,
then
bro.
you saw the athletes and the sorts
Chilling
with the
quad.
goth,
Yeah.
chilling with the man.
Like, what is going on?
I know this sounds like the Muslim kids, Islam, like they were the most popular. Because they were intelligent, and then they had on top of that, they were able to be comfortable with who they are because of their
yup.
faith.
Yup.
I feel like so.
That's pretty cool. Shout out to them.
So it really
And again, they won.
it literally clashed together, and that's where I got a lot of my friends from. And it was like I was sitting in the middle of the cafeteria. I wasn't in a specific spot.
Right.
And a lot of other people were like that as well. I was literally getting help from my peers. The teachers of the sort, they would go on lunch.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
Literally tell you
my
no.
time off.
Because I'm telling you, it was horrible.
Yup.
Because my peers wear a lot.
Yep.
I feel like the most dangerous age is 18 to 26.
100%, bro. That's the most powerful age.
Because
Take a guess of how old our founding. I'm going to last question. Then I'm gonna wrap this up. We're getting approaching over 10 minutes, but take a guess on how old our founding fathers were.
I'm gonna give it
On average.
40s, 30s.
On average, they're 28.
28.
Yes, bro. With the exception of Ben, he was older. But yeah, I think that's gonna wrap this up for this episode of Alaskan Rants. Thanks so much for talking to me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, bro. Thank you to our viewers for tuning in. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Please share as well. Tell your friends. Later.